I don't know, folks. Have you seen the price of Bitcoin lately? Have you ever thought about jumping in a time machine and selling everything you have, every house, every investment, and buying Bitcoin? Well, you know what? I found someone who did just that. They sold their house, they sold their investments, and put it in Bitcoin. We're going to hear why, what kind of balls it took to do that, and of course, how it's worked out for him so far. And I'm going to guess pretty good. Nick, welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me. I've been a longtime fan. I really found you during COVID, and
Awesome.
I'm a high school teacher by trade and basketball coach, and
Nice.
decided to do some rentals, and I was able to get a rental, and I was really nervous about it, renting for the first time, as you can
Sure.
imagine, all the stress. You hear about analysis by paralysis, and are you really going to do it? And I did it. I got a rental, and then I decided to get a duplex. You know what I mean? A small
Yeah.
multifamily after watching a lot of Dion and Lumberjack, and I got a small multifamily. But technically, it was a house with an ADU.
That's all right. Yeah, 3 units, that's great. So you got a house and then two other units, that's cool.
Yep. And then I decided, you know what, this is working pretty good. So let me build an ADU on that first one out of the garage.
All right,
Uh,
yeah.
I did that from scratch, terrified, to be honest with you. A guy told me it was going to be $200,000 after he quoted me 115.
Oh my goodness, wow.
And then I said,
Wow,
hey,
where were you doing? What city was that in?
that was in West Covina.
Okay.
Yeah, 1130 East Workman,
Nice,
West
very
Covina,
cool.
California. My duplex is 1451 East 9th Street. I always hear you talk about Norris Drive, so it's funny to
Yeah,
remember
you
that.
just you always remember the first one.
Yeah, you
Don't
do.
ask me the address of the second one, I won't remember.
Yeah, exactly. So I did both and had those for a little while, and I was getting into this Bitcoin thing. I was, read the Bitcoin Standard, and I was kind of seeing a transition of capital, and I decided I'm going to do it. And I ended up selling it. I actually had a full plan to just scale up rentals. My wife became the real estate agent. You can even see on that address that she helped us sell the houses, and she was going to buy them, and we were going to keep doing these ADU things.
Sure.
And we changed the plan, even though I still love real estate, and went to buying Bitcoin. And sure enough, I threw all the money in. Dan Bird would probably go crazy.
Yeah.
No stop loss. I
No
just put it
stop
in.
losses, yeah.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
tranches, not buying in tranches, just move it all in at one time. Yeah, Dad would
oh
not like that.
no, yeah, exactly. So it's been scary. Um,
Well,
uh,
let's put some timelines on this. So let's go back to buy. So what year, or if you remember the month, what month did you buy that first rental?
it was when my dad passed away, and that was about 6 years ago.
All
And
right,
then
so
I
we'll
took
call
it
that
to school.
2019.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, so we'll call the first
February
one 19. When was and the second one was when?
2022.
All right, so you're a landlord for at least 3 years at that point.
Yes.
When did you ring the Bitcoin standard? Like, I'm trying to find that light bulb moment where you went like, I'm going to go
Yeah.
a different direction.
One of my teaching friends, Kevin, at my school, told me to read it, and
Okay.
I lost a little bit of money on some of the other cryptos. I didn't realize that they were not very good.
Yeah,
95% of
they're
them
called
were
shitcoins for a reason.
100%. So I went with I read the Bitcoin Standard around probably 2022 area at the same
Okay.
time.
All right.
But I was all into the ADU thing. I was like,
Yeah.
I could actually do the 1% rule here in California. You,
Yeah.
you spend 150 grand, you rent it out for 200 or 2,000 a month. And so
Yeah.
I was excited about
It's an
that.
easy win, right? Yeah, exactly.
Easy win, but a lot more stressful when it's your first time. But like
Sure.
even Dion says, you could kind of teach a course after the first time.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and that's how that went. And it's been exciting.
All right.
But still
So
nerve
you
wracking.
get to it, you're in the game, you're a landlord, you have tenants, repairs, all of that.
Yes.
Your wife becomes an agent to kind of feed the business.
Yep.
Then this Bitcoin thing comes out of nowhere. And what like, how was that first conversation with your wife when you're like, honey, I think we're going to sell all these and buy this Bitcoin thing? How did that go?
You know what? I've been lucky to have just an amazing wife. My wife Bree is very supportive. She actually has a lot more entrepreneurial spirit than I do. I
Okay.
became a teacher so I could get a W-2,
Yeah. You get summers off.
covers off, and she was like, "Let's do it." And like I
Wow.
said, I threw it all in. I'm a millionaire because of real estate and Bitcoin,
Right.
and I probably wouldn't be able to do it without her and in the way that she supported me. Even
Yeah, that's
sometimes I
awesome.
wanted to sell when it got scary, and
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
like, "Nope, we're doing it."
Nope. We're in this for the long. So again, you also worked into some pretty good timing. You're buying in 19 and in 22, then you get all this equity growth, right?
Yes.
Then you sell them, you take the equity growth plus the equity you put down, and you probably put over six figures to work into Bitcoin, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, I put I had I had 70% of my net worth. At some
Yeah.
point, I took out margin and had 170% of my net worth.
Oh
You
my
know,
goodness. Don't do that. Don't do that.
oh yeah. Well, since the new election, it's been a little chaotic. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be a little more conservative, just because
Yeah.
you
Own
know,
it. Don't
sleep
don't
well at
worry
night.
about it.
Sleep
Yeah.
sleep
Yeah.
well.
Exactly.
So now I've
Exactly.
just stuck to it. I still have over 75% of my net worth in Bitcoin, and
Nice. So
I think
what's
it's
so
only
so as a Bitcoin millionaire, likely a Bitcoin multimillionaire, with 75% of your net worth there, what is the plan? That's one thing I don't really get to talk to Bitcoin folks with. I have a couple of friends who are her 8-figure holders of it, but like their plan is to like borrow against it and never sell. I mean, because you're not really going to go to a grocery store and peel off a Satoshi or something.
right.
What do you have a plan, or is it just hold forever and see how high it goes?
Well, I guess I'm a little different than the Bitcoin maximalist. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to find the best pivot to that's going to make me money.
Hmm.
In the world, there's about just trillions and trillions of dollars,
Sure.
and I realized that there's only 2 trillion in Bitcoin. So if
Mm,
the world just transfers over the bond money, the real estate money, like I did,
mm,
2 trillion could easily go to 4 to 8 to 16, and that's
yeah.
why I do believe it's going up forever. My plan, though, is I'm a little different. I actually learned how to do covered call options. So
Sure.
I actually do covered calls on my iBit and my
Mm,
MicroStrategy, and
okay.
so I learned how cash flow through stocks and
Okay.
Bitcoin. It's kind of crazy, and that's kind of one of the other things that made me transfer over there. Was like, oh, I could actually have passive income through the
Oh,
income I have.
nice. Through
Yep.
cover, yeah, through covered calls. So at this point, are you still kind of dollar cost averaging, putting $500 or whatever it is a month into it, or you've got what you got and you're cool, or what's the plan?
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'm like, I got what I got and I'm cool. And other times I'm like, I need more. What can
Yeah,
I
I need
sell?
more. I hear
You
that a
know,
lot.
I might need to do another, I took a HELOC out, put it in, then I took it out because
Oh,
I'm like, that's irresponsible. So, I'm a little bit of both worlds because I truly do believe it's going up.
yeah,
Like I said, just through you got BlackRock involved, you got
yeah,
Howard
yeah.
and Cantor Fitzgerald involved. And so,
It's becoming more, and I mean, like, because so I got in, and you probably heard the story on the
yes,
channel, but for the audience, I think it was 2018. A buddy of mine, again at that time, he was an 8-figure holder of it, and now he could be a 9-figure at this point. But he's like, Zuber, stop being stupid. Take 1% of your net worth and put it into this.
yes.
And that's what I did. And at this point, I wish it was more than 1%, but still, it was 1%. So, um, the reason I brought that up with is I think there's more and more people at my level and above that are going to be making that call as well,
Yes.
right? I don't think there's a lot of people, honestly, Nick, that are going to put 75% of their net worth in Bitcoin. I think that's probably
Yeah.
irresponsible for lots of people.
Yeah.
But again, if you believe, that's awesome, and lots like Bitcoin maximalists do it all the time. But I think the win for Bitcoin is when you get more people like me who have the optionality to take a percent or two or five and buy it. Because again, when I buy it, I'm just going to hold it forever, right? It's literally an insurance policy, and if it goes to zero, it doesn't matter. If it goes to a million, frankly, doesn't matter. But that's how I look at it. Like I bought them on 2 different days, and I haven't touched it. Frankly, I haven't even looked at it, since 2018. So it's kind of interesting. That's when I think Bitcoin goes parabolic, is when guys like me step in.
Well, to be honest with you, if you do the research like I have, obviously you throw all your net worth in, you're going to do a lot of
Yeah,
research. And we're only about 4% global adoption so far.
yeah,
Before the internet really became big,
yeah.
before the iPhones became big, we're barely at the beginning. And it sounds crazy because we're at $120,000 Bitcoin, but I honestly believe it's going over a million a coin.
Well,
Um,
I think at some point, when people throw numbers out like that, you got to put the comma and go by when.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
within the next 10 years, it will be over a million a coin.
yeah.
I firmly believe
I think I read somebody I read yesterday thought Bitcoin would be 250 by the end of the year. That's a bold call. That's a double from here.
Yeah. So again, there's things that are happening that are really big right now. Crypto
Sure.
Week, they're passing 3 different bills for
They're
crypto.
trying to. They failed twice already, but they're trying.
Well, the House just passed them,
Oh, I
so
missed it.
they're going
Okay.
to be
I missed
going
it
to
this
the
morning.
Senate.
Nice.
But
Okay.
with that being in, there is a Bitcoin reserve that might happen for the United States if they buy
Yeah.
1 million Bitcoin. That's going to pump everyone's bags. We already
Yeah.
have Arizona and Texas and other states adopting
Yeah.
this, and if they start buying too, and then
Yeah. The
it's not
first tier one country to officially create a national reserve or whatever that would be called, that's gonna start almost like an arms race.
Oh, yeah, that's 100%. Game theory is what they call it here in the
Yeah.
Bitcoin world, and I firmly believe it to be true. And I actually got a lot of this courage through you, Zuber, in your "Inflation Made Me Rich" shirts,
Yeah.
because I started to realize in Rich Dad Poor Dad book that fiat is going down every year, and for me, Bitcoin's going up. Yeah, exactly, just like that. That
Yeah.
shirt gave me a lot of courage to like, wait a minute, what's going on with money? And I started
Yeah.
watching daily financial.
Inflation's a feature, not a bug, guys. As soon as you
Yes,
understand the game, play the game. Absolutely right.
that's what I'm doing. I'm and I'm an old school Dave Ramsey guy. I'm a
Yeah.
Christian man, and
Wow, old Dave Ramsey, the Bitcoin guy. That's a swing.
oh man, that's what I'm saying. I constantly struggle. Like I go, Kiyosaki, and I got margin in, and then I'm like, no, I need to go Dave Ramsey and have my house paid off, and then no, so I'm constantly battling those things, but.
This is
It's
awesome.
been working out, and I'm happy for it, and I've been blessed. And I think not financial advice for anybody else,
No,
but
no, no. What? No, yeah. To be clear, this is not financial advice. This is a guy who had a bold decision, took it, and this is how it resulted. This is about the story,
this is about the
and it's
story,
an
and I still
amazing
think
story.
real estate's amazing. Like
Yeah.
a source of capital, tax reasons, and like you said about Bitcoin, I just think it's digital gold. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's just
Yeah.
easier to toss, not as heavy. Same
Not
reason
as
why.
heavy. Yeah. Easier to transport. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm a history teacher. I know all about money and why they added, and that's what I
Yeah.
love. I love all of it. So I just think
That's
assets
awesome.
make you rich.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, at the end of the day, the whole key to getting rich or wealthy is owning assets and owning assets for a decade. And it's no harder or simpler than that. And people try to make it a lot harder. It's not. Let's do the audience a favor. If somebody is intrigued by this,
Yeah.
you've obviously done lots of research as you've highlighted. You've talked about the book already. What would be one or two, maybe three resources a newbie, right? Somebody who heard this and goes, "What the hell is this guy doing?" What would you recommend they look at or research just to get a little inkling of knowledge?
Well, I think in anything in life, you got to put 1,000 hours into it. I know
I
it
like
sounds
it.
like a lot, but for you to feel really confident is just time and learning, it gets less scary after you do so. I think you really I would recommend you watching MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor podcast. He's all over the
Okay.
place. He's talking
Yep.
about Bitcoin and how it's basically buying Manhattan 100 years ago. Because all they could do is keep building up, and that's
Yep.
what's really happening with anything, whether it's houses. The same old house is now worth more. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
same thing's going to happen with Bitcoin. Someone just pays a little more than the last guy, and so
Okay.
I would really watch that. I also would look at another YouTube channel that I like is True North.
Okay. True
Last
North.
night they did it live. They had 38,000 people on Wednesday.
Wow.
Oh, and I've learned a lot from those guys. And I'm also in an X group called Irresponsibly Long MicroStrategy, and
Greatly named.
do it all. Yeah. So those are 3 resources I would do, and
And
then
what was
just
the book title one more time that you read that your friend gave you?
Bitcoin Standard.
Bitcoin. You recommend that? Or is that
I
just too
recommend
too
it.
deep?
Yes,
Yeah.
totally understanding that you're not going to want that dirty fiat anymore. You know what I mean? You're going
Yeah.
to want the Bitcoin Standard. Yep.
There you go. Well, Nick, do you have a social media? I know you're on this X group. Do you have a social media or a YouTube channel people can check out?
Yeah, I got my one with my wife, Massey Family for Christ on Instagram. You know what I
That's
mean?
nice.
And
Yeah.
that's simple. I'm not doing anything crazy yet, but I am inspired. I just started writing a book and other things,
That's
learning from you
awesome.
and others, and trying to be bold, and I
There
appreciate
you
guys
go.
like you that have changed my life. I know that for sure.
Nick, you're amazing, man. Thank you for reaching out. This story is amazing. Again, folks, Bitcoin is real. I have part of my net worth in it. Not 75%. I'll be honest, not 75%. But this is amazing, Nick. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Yes.